Hello, dear viewers. Today we will dive into the amazing world of swallows, elegant birds that mesmerize us with their flight and fascinating habits. We'll learn how they live, build their nests, and take care of their offspring. Are you ready? Then let's get started. Swallows are elegant small birds with streamlined bodies, adapted for fast and maneuverable flight. Their length usually ranges from 10 to 23 centimeters, and their weight is between 10 and 60 grams. Swallows are easily recognized by their long, pointed wings, which allow them to glide effortlessly through the air, making sharp turns. Their tails are often forked, resembling a fork, and some species are adorned with long, thread-like feathers. The plumage of swallows is usually dark on top, black or blue steel with a metallic sheen, and light underneath, which helps them blend with the sky during flight. They have small heads with wide mouths that enable them to catch insects midair. Swallows have keen eyesight that helps them spot even the tiniest insects in the air. Their eyes are adapted for rapid movement and can instantly focus on flying prey. With a wide field of vision, swallows can see almost in all directions without losing their spatial orientation. Importantly, these birds are adept at detecting movement. Even the tiniest insect flying at high speed won't escape their gaze. Combined with their lightning-fast reactions and swift aerial maneuvers, this makes swallows unparalleled hunters. Swallows are remarkably adaptable birds found almost worldwide, except for Antarctica and the coldest regions of the Arctic. They can be seen in Europe, Asia, North and South America, Africa, and even parts of Australia. These feathered travelers prefer open spaces, fields, meadows, steppes, and the banks of rivers and lakes. They often nest near humans, building their nests under the eaves of houses, on bridges, in barns, and other structures. It is essential for them to have a nearby water source and sufficient insects for sustenance. In winter, swallows migrate to warmer regions, most often to Africa, South America, and Southeast Asia. Their migrations can cover tens of thousands of kilometers, making them some of the most resilient travelers among birds. Swallows are true masters of construction. They build their nests from clay, mud, and grasses, binding them together with their saliva. These tiny architects carefully collect drops of water mixed with dust and small particles of soil to form sturdy clumps, which they then layer to create a cup-shaped nest. Most often, swallows construct their homes under the eaves of houses, on cliffs, bridges, and even inside barns. They choose sheltered locations where the nest will be safe from predators and the elements. The interior of the nest is lined with soft materials, feathers, dry grass, and wool, creating a cozy refuge for their chicks. Nest building takes anywhere from a few days to a couple of weeks, depending on weather conditions and the availability of materials. If the nest remains intact after the season, swallows may return to it year after year, updating and reinforcing it. Once the female swallow lays her eggs, she and the male begin to care for the future offspring. Incubation lasts about 2 weeks, during which the parents take turns warming the clutch with their bodies. When the chicks hatch, they are utterly helpless, blind, naked, and completely dependent on their parents. For the first time, adult swallows continuously bring food to their young. Their diet consists of insects that they catch mid-flight. In one day, a pair can bring hundreds of insects to the nest, ensuring rapid development for their chicks. Parents not only feed the young, but also constantly maintain cleanliness in the nest by removing waste. After 2 to 3 weeks, the chicks develop feathers and begin to make their first attempts to fly. Parents continue to feed them for several more days after they leave the nest. Although swallows are small birds, they have several effective ways to protect themselves from dangers. Despite being fast and agile, swallows face numerous natural enemies and pests that threaten their lives and offspring. Swallows spend most of their lives in the air, thanks to their remarkable adaptations. These birds can fly long distances without stopping, making them some of the most resilient flyers in the world. They can remain airborne for many hours, catching insects and avoiding predators. Swallows can fly at speeds of 30 to 40 kilometers per hour, and in moments of danger, they can even reach higher speeds. They easily change direction and altitude, allowing them to maneuver skillfully among obstacles and evade predators. These skills are especially important during insect hunting, as swallows catch their prey directly in the air, approaching their target with incredible precision. Swallows can even sleep in flight. They use special modes in which one half of their brain rests while the other remains active, allowing them to stay alert and control their position in space. This helps them avoid collisions and find food, even during brief rest periods. Migrations of swallows can cover thousands of kilometers. For instance, many species migrate from North America to South America in winter, traversing significant distances in search of warmth and food. These journeys require outstanding endurance and the ability to adapt to changing weather and conditions. Swallows have a relatively long lifespan for their size, although life expectancy can vary, depending on the species and habitat conditions. On average, swallows live from 2 to 5 years, but under favorable conditions, some individuals can reach 10 years or more. Several factors influence the lifespan of swallows, including food availability, predator presence, weather conditions, and ecological changes. In environments with abundant insects and safe nesting sites, swallows can live to old age. Migration also plays a crucial role in the lives of swallows. Birds that successfully cover long distances during migration have a higher chance of survival and longevity. However, unfavorable weather conditions, such as storms or strong winds, can reduce the lifespan of migrating swallows. Like many other birds, swallows are susceptible to various diseases and parasites that can negatively impact their health and lifespan. Before rain, swallows start to fly lower than usual, which is often considered a sign of impending bad weather. This is because they can sense changes in atmospheric pressure and seek shelter from the rain. When swallows begin to flutter low above the ground, it signals that rain is imminent. The birds aim to catch insects that also descend closer to the ground, which may indicate worsening weather. If swallows gather in large flocks and start flying actively together, it may indicate an approaching storm. The birds instinctively sense changes in the atmosphere and prepare for bad weather. During severe weather deterioration, swallows may become less active and seek shelter. If you've noticed that swallows have become less visible, it may be a sign that rain is coming soon. Swallows are also inclined to finish building their nests before the rain, as this helps protect their offspring from moisture. If you've observed the birds actively working on their nests, it may signal impending bad weather. And so we come to the end of our fascinating story about swallows, amazing birds that impress us with their flight and perseverance. We hope you learned many interesting facts about them and will pay attention to their behavior in nature. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss new episodes about the world of nature.